everyone, this is Ashley. I thought I would show you some layouts that I've done recently. Almost all of these, I think with the exception of one, are actually done with Coco Daisy kits. And I'd taken a break from scrapbooking because I wasn't feeling well when I was pregnant, and then right after we had Evening Gray, after she was born, I felt better pretty much right away and I started scrapbooking again. But I don't know, like, adding a new baby to the family felt like a new start, and I'd taken this long break. Like, I didn't scrapbook anything or even take any photos for about like 3 or 4 months. So I took this opportunity when I started back with Coco Daisy to switch formats back into 8.5 by 11 because I was hoping the pages would go by a bit faster and would feel more kind of like a storybook. I don't know if I'm quite there yet, but I like these pages. So this is Paul standing, and there's a nurse. I took this from a hospital bed when they came in to check Evie Gray's blood sugar at about like 2:30 in the morning or something on the night that she was born. She was just a few hours old. And I added some German glass glitter to these chipboard letters. I called it Night Watch because it kind of felt like I had gestational diabetes, so there's this like, oh, is she gonna be okay, and maybe her blood sugar's not gonna be good, and maybe she's gonna have to go to the nursery or whatever. So anyways, she was totally fine, but the first few hours with all those pokes and prods and blood draws and all that stuff were kind of a little bit stressful. And this one's called Blood and Brekke. I know it's kind of a gross title, and hopefully you can see the neon pink edge to the letters. These are chipboard letters, and I painted the edges neon pink, and then I covered the tops with plain white cardstock, the same cardstock I used for the back. So you can see the title, and it just gives it this fun little kind of edge to it. So this was in the morning. They came to wake me up at like 7 in the morning. First, a nurse came in and took some blood, and then they dropped off the breakfast tray, and it was like, I've been up all night long with the baby, and I just had her, and it was just kind of like, hospitals are cruel, cruel places. Okay, here is the first photo I took of my new 4 girls all together the day after Evie Gray was born and we came home. So there's 6 of us, so I use this Coco Daisy stamp that I turned into a cut file to cut out 6. And this was just an Instagram shot of Summer Nelly, Addie Blue, Ruby Skye, and the new baby, who at that time was not named yet. So here is Evie Gray. She had jaundice, so she's snoozing in the sun here. And these have all been made with Coco Daisy kits so far. So I was sort of doing like a chronological like approach. So these are kind of scrapped almost in chronological order. And I still have lots of photos to go back and fill in. This is just an Instagram shot. It's her, I'm holding her. This is the back of her head. This is kind of like my view for like 2 weeks. She was 9 days old in this picture. So I hand painted the title there at the top and used a nice Coco Daisy typewriter stamp and heat embossed a little speech bubble heart. And it says, Dear Baby, sitting wrapped and rewrapped, sweet package with arms escaping, pat, pat, patting, rock, rock, rocking, soft fringe, slick with kisses. Because she had so much hair, and I just looked at her little hair and just kissed her right there all day long. I still do. So this was just a little more than a week after Evie Gray was born, and Paul's up first thing in the morning holding her with one arm, and I think he had Ruby Skye hanging off his leg, but you can't see that in this picture, and making coffee with one arm, and it just seemed like, you know, a new beginning. It all begins all over again with a new baby, all getting used to a new normal. That's what the journaling says. Making coffee, doing stuff, a new normal like it had been forever. This is 2 girls, Ruby Skye and Addie Blue, playing with their little calico critter sets. They can do this for hours at a time, and it's just like a nice thing that the 2 of them do together. And they made this background with glitter tape on like cardstock, and I really like it. Here's Summer Nelly hard at work on a school project. Making a poster. This one is about Ruby Skye's first haircut. This was an Instagram shot, kind of a before and after. It's a really sassy little new look there. I just made a little stack of things there and added some flair, and some watercolor bows are stitched onto the background. Here is one of my big girls and my mom holding the new baby, doing an annual tradition where the girls stay home from school on the day of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade and watch the parade with my mom and have like hot chocolate and I don't know, like I think chips for breakfast or something this day. And that's just kind of a fun thing that they like to do together. This is us on New Year's Eve, ringing in 2014, the brand new year. And we had my parents over. They live across the street, so they just came over for the night and we had snacks and watched TV and just talked our way into the new year. That was lots of fun. And then here is the only other page I've done for 2014 so far. Evie Gray's Fat Little Thigh, another Instagram shot. And this is a cut file I made for Coco Daisy, layered over some pattern paper. And I used a little stack of glassine bags that some kit elements were packed in, and some tags, and I made a little embellishment with one of my watercolor bows. I tucked her little initials into it there as a little bit of journaling just with her stats, how much she weighed and how big she was and stuff. Alright, so thanks so much for letting me show you my layouts. Bye!